really listen to the music of the soul and the music of the spirit, to be reminded, as Ramdas did so beautifully last night, of this vast perspective of this life we've been given, this human incarnation. And one of the things that's true about human incarnation is that it is subject to the worldly winds, was the phrase of the Buddha, of praise and blame, and gain and loss, and pleasure and pain, and joy and sorrow, and sweet and sour, and birth and death. And there's something about our lives in which, I don't know how we don't get it, that we think, well, maybe if we do it right, there'll only be pleasure, or there won't be loss, or people won't get old or die, or things won't change. That kind of idea we have. But, of course, it's not that way. You come into human life and you think things are settled, and they're not. And you think you're permanent, and you're not. And what you are is you participate in the river of life. And the river has its seasons of spring and beauty and blossoming, and the river also has its turbulent times, and it ends up going over a waterfall and then starts again in the next part of its river. You participate in this river, and you can either be lost and reactive, or you can find within yourself what's true. O nobly born, begin the Buddhist texts. O you who are the sons and daughters of the awakened ones, remember who you really are. And you can find in yourself the place of wisdom, of loving awareness, the great heart of compassion, the Buddha that you are, that says, wow, here we are in this human life. Let's make something beautiful and liberated and free of it every moment, every day. We can live in this way. And this is possible for you. Now, the invitation from the Buddha in the beginning, which is the lineage that we're complementing Ramdas and his teachings, he begins by saying, my friends, there's this most wonderful way for living beings to realize freedom, to overcome loss and pain and sorrow, to cultivate compassion and wisdom, to fulfill the way of the Dharma. And this begins by establishing the quality of presence, of sacred attention, of mindful, loving awareness that can be present for life, but not reactive to it. That we can rest in a loving awareness, which is what you are, and see joy and sorrow and praise and blame and gain and loss from the great heart of understanding.